Hi guys. So in this video, I'm going to explain you the process of migrating open item management from non-open item management. Before going to the topic, let's see what exactly the open item management is. Technically, the open item management is just a tick mark in the GL master data. But in the functional perspective, it controls the outstanding which will be receiving from the customer and which will be paying to the vendor. Coming to the point 2. So for which accounts will be activating this OMI? Normally we'll activate this open item management for all the clearing accounts. So the clearing accounts which includes the bank clearing accounts, the payable accounts and the GRIR accounts. So let's go deep into this bank clearing accounts. So normally the bank clearing accounts are nothing but the subledgers of the bank account. So subledger accounts are nothing but the incoming payment accounts and the outgoing payments accounts. So if we activate this open item management to the subledger accounts of the bank, so it will help us in the reconciliation process. Coming into this payable accounts. So the payable accounts includes the salary payables, commission payables, wages, freights and other tax related. So if we activate this open item management for this payable accounts, so this will help or this will guide the FI department people to whether the line items are posted to the vendor. So I hope you got some clarity on this open item management for which accounts it was activated and why. Before going to the point number 3, let me explain you the scenario. So in our business, so we are using this 3 bank accounts. So this is the main bank account 113070 and 71 and 72 are the check-in and check-out accounts. So which means subledgers of the main account. So for this subledgers we have to activate this open item management. But unfortunately when the business people created this GL, they have not activated this open item management. So if you see the subledgers accounts, so this is 72. If you see the 72 account, there are few line items posted in the 72 as well as 71. See, there are few line items posted in the 71 and 72 account. Now we have to change this GL accounts from non-open item management to open item management. So normally if you do this, like if you go to the edit mode and click on this open item management and save, it won't allow you to save because data is already posted to this GLs. So it won't allow you to change these tick marks whenever the data exists in this particular GL accounts. So what we have to do now? So SAP have given this T code FAGL underscore activate underscore OP. So from this transaction, you are going to migrate the non-open item management account to the open item management account. Coming to the point 3. So from which ECC version FAGL underscore activate underscore OP transaction is exist. This is available from the version ECC 6 EHP3 and it also available in the simple finance system. How about the earlier versions below than this ECC 6 EHP3? For this, so there is a standard program RFSEPA 02. So from this program, we are going to do this process. If you use this RFSEPA 02 in the latest versions, it will show you an error saying you can't able to execute this program. Now going to the point 4. Here we are going to see the process of migrating to open item management from the non-open item management. For this, we have to go to the transaction FAGL underscore activate underscore OP. Yes. So here you can see the manage fields, but the important fields are like the account data and the conversion data. Rest of all fields are just the further selections. Let's not get into deep for each and every field. Here we have to enter the company code of the GL account that which we are activating this open item management. Here we are using the 1000 company code and the GL account that we need to migrate is two GL accounts. So let's use 113071. Coming to the switch on, so which is also called as activation date. So this field is very important in the whole transaction. So the switch on date is a critical key date for activating this open item management for this account. This determines how the existing line item in this particular account is to be posted. Before going to this document type and the account for transfer posting fields, let me show you our scenarios. So this is the case 1 and this is the case 2. Now we are using the GL account 113071, which is having 6 line item with negative balance of $321. Let me open this PL3M. So if you see this GL account 113071, it is having 6 line items of value $321 in negatives. So let us know what exactly the transaction will do. So if we go to our case 1, so at first the balance which was there in this particular GL will be moved to one dummy GL, that which we are going to mention it here with a document type. And now this balance will be moved to this dummy GL. Then the balance in this particular GL will become 0, but still the transactions are posted. Manually we can't able to activate the open item management tick mark. With the help of this program, this is going to be activate this open item management for this particular GL account. So this is the step 2 and the step 3. So if you see this perform repost, if you click on this perform repost button check mark, it will reverse the entry that which was posted in the first step. So which means credit become debit, debit become credit. If you don't check this perform repost button here, the balance which is transferred in the first step will remains here. So it won't do the repost in the third step. So when you click on check mark, then the third step will be performed. If not, it won't perform. The important thing that you need to know in this process is activation date. So what exactly this activation date means? If you give the activation date as today's date, so all the line items, let's say we have a 6 line items in this particular GL. So all these 6 line items will be posted as one single line item, and it will repost the same in the step 3. Why it is doing so? So if you go to the BKPF of the GL line items, here if you see the posting date, so the posting was happened in the months of period 3 to period 8, and now you are using the activation date as today's, so which means it's the period 11. Now you are migrating this GL in the month of 11. The program is checking the switch on date that you have given in the initial screen and the posting dates of this line items. If the activation date is after the posting date, during the migration in the first step, it will post as one line item to the dummy account. If the activation date is before the posting dates of the line item, while during the migration the existing line items will remains the same and it will convert it into open items. Now we are going to test in 2 cases, like activation date as a current date and activation date before period of the posting date in the GL line items. Now we are going to test this case number 1. So let us go back to the transaction. So the company code is 1000. The GL account that we are going to change is 113071. The switch on date as a current date. So whenever you are executing some program, just run it in the test mode, then see if any errors are there. If not, remove the test run and execute. So now we are going to give the document type here and the dummy GL account. that we are going to post it. So I have created a dummy GL for this open item. It's 39998 and click on perform repost. Now click on execute. So here you can see the log. So what exactly happened when you run this program. So it will show everything. So in the test mode, you just simulated the program. It was not posted anything. Here it just ran in the simulate mode and see if any errors are there. Just go back and rectify those errors and come back to the screen and execute. Before going to run this program without test mode, just go to the GL account details. So if you see in this GL account balances, so there are 6 line items which was there in the tick mark. Now go back to this transaction, remove this tick mark, execute in the background. So just click on OK, immediate, not periodic, check, save. Now the job has created for this program and it will finish it. It's in a fraction of seconds. So just go back to the GL master, refresh the screen, look at our GL 31. You see, open item management got checked. And if you just refresh this screen, you can see as a one line item with whole amount of $321. So this is what happens when you give the activation date as a current date. If you check the entries in the dummy GL account, it's 399,998 and click on all items. So this is our entry. If you see this, so 321 got credited and 321 got debited. So the first, so this line item is, so it transferred the amount to the dummy GL account, and this line item is the reposting of the above line item. So which means the step 3. So the case 1 got finished. So let's go to the case number 2. Before going that, let's check the balances and the line items in this field. So if you see the open items, so there are 6 open items with the balance of 321 debit balance, and the posting date is starts from the 3rd month, 3rd to 8th. So now we are going to give the activation date as a 2nd month, like 02/01/2017. Let's check it. So 02/01/2017 as a switch on date or activation date, and the GL is number 2. So in this process, if you are giving the activation date as the month before the posting date of this GLs, no need of entering this transfer posting. So it's in the test mode, and when you click on execute, you can see the log. So here there are no errors. So come back and check the GL 113072. The open item was not activated, and uncheck this test run. Click on execute in the background. Check, immediate, check, save. Go back to the screen, selection FX00, check your GL account 3072. So if you see here, the open item management got activated. Come here, refresh. You see, so all the 6 line items which was there before activating the open item management was exactly the same as after activating this open item. So that's the end of case 2. In most of the business prefer the case number 2 because the business wants to know what are all the line items that was there before activation of open item management and after activation.